Hello everyone, this is Prashant. Welcome to the channel. So today we are going to discuss all the too deep of Census 2025 and caste data. So I clearly say this is a very bold step for India's fair future. So this marks a turning point in how we understand and address inequality in India. So the 2025 is like officially introduced caste data collection from first time in early of century always. No, it's being a position as a tool for fairness, inclusions and informed policy. Okay, so let's deep dive. So this is the first case. It's like the first cash data collection since 1931. You know, guys, cabinet approval. We got yesterday and built on the from the Bihar, Karnataka and Telangana's model how they implemented it. Okay, and this implementation within the 6 months. That's a great thing. And how we can. I'll give you an example. So this is a game changer. Imagine how Bihar caste surveys recently revealed OBC to over 60% of the population. Data like this redefines the policy needs. Like now, the entire country will have access such accurate demographics for the planning social programs. Okay, so that's a great thing, no? And beyond that, the power of data like evidence on based policies replace outdated data like 1931. Why we see the 1931 today, right? And targeted the allocation of resources properly and reframe our social justice. Okay, let's take an example. Let's say a community was assumed to be just 5% of a region based on 1931 data, but new number shows they're actually 20%. See this 5-20%. The huge gap that affects everything from school seats to government job allocations. Okay, guys. Okay, now we go deeper the data driven like a. Okay, so the main points is to discuss is fine tune the reservation policies using the real number, not the old data. Next, subcategories with OBCs, STs and STs on each categories. Okay, and localize the schemes like the best of education, healthcare, and housing. This is the most three things needed for every Indians people. Okay, and the deep insights with this real data, we can create schemes like ashram schools in areas with high tribal populations or offer women lead microfinance in Muslims OBC dominated districts. Right. Next, using this data, we can empower through visibility improvement. Like see this recognition for the invisible communities. See, still in so many places we are not able to see what they're still in the low. Okay, right? And advocacy and backed by data, really. And like intersectionally addressed caste, regional and religion based. Then better use of cream layer, like I mean levels, each level of the people like poor, low poor, middle, upper middle, everywhere. Okay. For an example, may subcaste among Dalits or OBCs are completely unrecognized in public system. If you one such group has zero college admission, that becomes undeniable proof for targeted scholarships or hostels. And what are the decisions we can take? Okay, from this decision to action, how we are going to do means preparation, training and digital tools, enumerations like standardized national data collection, analysis turn data into insights, policies, design development programs, and monitoring, measure impact and make adjustments based upon this data. So this is the actions we need to take from the decision and take an explanation of the flow. Like this is not just a data collection, guys. It's a full a caste-wise dropout rate might spark midday meal reforms. Monitoring will ensure it's not one-time survey, but it's a continuous improvement loop. It's not like stop in one this time. We need to continuously loop this. Okay. Next, we need to overcome the obstacles. What are the challenges we'll get? We need to like this will happen in India based upon we are a bigger country. Technical complexity of caste classifications. Identify political risk like each there are so many parties, so many caste like language politics, everything's in we are in India. And data privacy, the most the worldwide is a problem. But how we are bringing the solution for this? First is common caste list across India, not like one place, one caste, but another state, another location, somewhere. Like, but we need to categorize properly. Next, focus on outcomes, not identity. Never reveal the person's identity. Focus on the outcomes and privacy first and transparent protocols. The main thing we want is transparency. Okay. For an example, if someone fears backlash from revealing caste info, the system must to protect anonymity, like how Aadhaar hides full IDs. Even I have all the information in Aadhaar, right? But I don't know what I store properly. So that much of security, and that builds trust in the process. Then only people will come automatically. Next, learning from the global experience. So India always learns from others. That's what we do. So first lesson is only collect what needs. Like example, like US Census racial data. Okay. Next, engaging community leaders to design survey categories, because end of the day, who going to rule us, like each community leaders that they are comes into their community, and ethical practices like concerns, the respect we need to provide. Then share anonymized data for a public use. Okay, and use case like Brazil is race based data helped it build quotas in the universities. India can take cues, but how adapt to its own complex caste structure, right? Towards more equality. Okay, so impacts is taking inequity with the data backed insights, boosting economical mobility, and sharing welfare schemes properly, better geographical representation. Like each, because South we have problem, like South India getting higher or revenue, the East India we not even bothering. So that like this kind of things we have inequality. It's like this all like an example. If a state finds that minority caste has no panchayat seats, policy can be adjusted. That's data driven democracy in action. Okay, that's what it will become. Okay, the last and not least. So what is a turning point, a shared moment? What a turning point here means? This sentence not just paperwork, guys. It is the path for transformation. Depends on transparency and political will. The chance to rewrite India's development journey. Like this is like how you see, right? Our neighbors are getting split up the countries. Why? Because they didn't properly manage the entire country development, not on one region. So we don't want to be in that position in the future. We need to develop equally all the part of India to be a next to greater future. But the call of action is India has to rare opportunity to reset old injustice. But this big question is, we will use this data wisely. Let's see. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and share to your friends. Thanks for watching.